It is February 11th, 2021. We're here in the sewer main for the property at 4270 34th Street in San Diego, California, 92104. We've pushed our camera all the way out into the main sewer, and you can see right here we pushed into the alleyway where the cities and their contractor replaced the clay and cast iron piping that would have been here with Greenbell PVC. So we're now going to go ahead and pull back across here and leave the easement in the alleyway that this line's in and come back across the cast iron. So you can see that's the connection that they did back to the old original cast iron. We're going to come back in reverse and show the line here. Now obviously there's 8 or so units here, so we may get water cascading by the camera on occasion. Might interfere with the full image, so we may have to pause it periodically, but we'll see. Nothing's running right now. So you can see this cast iron is the original cast iron. There's normal buildup and scale and small deposits on the bottom left and right hand side, but nothing severe. Now as we come back across this cast iron here, we had replaced part of the cast iron under number 3 because there's a natural sag or belly that was put into the piping system when it was installed, when the building was built. Now, T-junction possibly right there. Yeah, there's our T-junction right there that picks up some of the fixture units from the apartments. So as we back up right here, we're all in the original cast iron here, and you're going to start to see standing water. So you can see this is the standing water in the line. So again, when the cast iron was put in, it did not have all the proper downhill slope to begin with, and it basically now is just holding water. So we had replaced the line from the living room of number 3 into the bedroom of number 3 to replace the area that was very bad where the pipe was completely rotted out on the bottom. And now that's ABS plastic. So, but right here it's still cast iron, and you can see that it's holding water basically right here. And again, this is the way the system unfortunately was kind of installed. A lot of cockroach bugs and stuff there, some little mounding, a little bit of buildup still. Okay, and then we've got our standing water right here you can see in the system. So as we back up into here, we've got that standing water and what we call a sag or a belly to the system basically. So we're going to slowly pull out of this here. So you can see in the top of their water's basically only holding in just a little bit of this. This is a 1-inch camera. So you can see as we back up here slightly and come somewhat out of that sag belly, that the line basically can't be corrected to get any lower. You could see that the Greenbell PVC that we started from and the cast iron that we came across was basically already at a certain level. So when we dug down to unit number 3 to replace the pipe where the bottom was out, we knew it was holding water, but it's not just holding water because the bottom was out, it's because unfortunately there's a sag. So basically the cast iron ahead of it and past it is at a certain level. All we could do is put in plastic in place of it so that it will never rot out, but it's still going to have some water that's being held in the bottom as you see right here. So this is the newer ABS plastic that was installed several years ago. So you can see the plastic ABS piping right there, and then right here we're making the turn. So right here this is a combo T-junction that we installed, and we're coming back into 3-inch ABS, and this is the sewer line now for just number 3 and the unit above it. So we're coming up slightly, and then this is the 3-inch ABS plastic that we replaced for several feet, and then as we come back across it's going to go back into the original cast iron as you get closer to the bathroom. So there's the original cast iron that comes from the bathroom and kitchen, and as it comes out into the living room, this is where we caught it. We replaced these several feet forward, as you can see here, across. Made this turn right here into this T-junction. So what you're looking at to the left of the screen is everything gets picked up from unit 1 and 2 and the units above, and then as we drop down into here, it then continues right here for all these units essentially the 6 units, 1, 2, 3, and the 3 units above them, and these continue across, and then it picks up the other units. But again, this is all new ABS right here, you can see. But again, this little bit of water that's being held in the pipe, we could not eradicate that because unfortunately the 2 pipes before and after this ABS are already at a set level. And then again, as we continue forward here, we have a clean transition. So you can see the top of the water. It's not a huge sag belly, but it is putting this 1-inch camera underwater. And then basically, you can see we kind of bounced the camera right there. We're back into cast iron already. So this is already the cast iron. It's a smooth, clean transition from the plastic to go back into the cast, but even some of the cast, it's still holding water. There's no misalignment of the pipe that's causing this sag. It is actually just the way the piping was. And again, that's how it was with all cast iron. Now we at least got rid of almost everything that's holding water with plastic so it won't deteriorate. But as you continue across this line forward here, had the pipe made some turns, gotten really deeper really fast, and not been just mostly horizontal and level, again, another little sag right here in the line with by that T-junction and a little after, we could have continued farther down the line here, even past this T, and then further out to try to get everything lower to eradicate that. But as you can see as we go forward, we're basically at negative 18.5 feet or so, so it's another 18 feet just to get to the plastic greenbelt pipe, and that's still all a straight horizontal line with just a gentle slope to it. There's no large downhill, there's no change in direction with 90s or 45s that let us get a lot deeper. So now we're basically in the alleyway all the way out past the property line into the city property in the alleyway here, where again this greenbelt PVC was installed, and it just runs across and then dumps into the city. So the line is clear. It does have to be maintained just on occasion. Typically, if people are only putting down toilet paper, feces, and kitchen food debris, it's usually not going to block up. But when people put down wipes, paper towels, Kleenex, dental floss, Q-tips, feminine hygiene products, and also even disposable wipes, because they don't dissolve or break apart in water, it's going to be heavy material that's going to clog up on those areas where that sag and belly is holding the debris up here. So you can see we're kind of moving through this kind of quickly here just to kind of bounce around the line. So you can see that the water again is not super deep on there. This is again only a 1-inch camera, but it is there, but it cannot be completely undone. And so, but it is ABS plastic, so it won't ever rot out. So we just wanted to make another recording for the current owners and prospective people as well. I know they had it cameraed, I believe, because the line had clogged up here previous to us coming out today. So, but again, this is everything that was replaced, and across to this 3-inch to redo that one section that was always holding water on the 4-inch that rotted out the cast iron. So that concludes the recording for this property. We'll actually pull all the way out here just so you can actually see this again. We pull all the way out through this to this clean out, so we can just show proof that we were at this property, because we didn't start outside, we came in. So here's the side of the property, fence coming across for the neighbors, and then headed over here towards the alleyway is that way across there. So that's the access point here. So that concludes the recording for this property.